No, I had never been to India before. I have always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, I arrived in India on my birthday.
Origin will be released nationwide on January 19th. But ultimately, what can viewers expect from this film?
Well, I think that um, um, I think that people can come expecting. I think people should have no expectations when they come to see this
Yeah,
film. I think they should come being open to what the film is offering. And what it's offering is an invitation to talk about, discuss, argue, disagree with its themes, its argument, the argument that caste is something that unites us all over the world, that we use race as a way to describe our social divisions, where in fact race is a tool of something that is larger. Yeah, and I hope that people come and with an open mind and an open heart, and ready to travel the world with Isabelle Wilkerson and her quest to unlock this mystery, this mystery of who we are and why we put ourselves in the divisions that we do.
of course. And as you mentioned, you play Isabel Wilkerson, who wrote the book Caste, The Origins of Our Discontents. And in the film, we see Isabel go through, trials and tribulations as she's trying to write this book. So
Mhm.
what was the biggest challenge for you playing her?
She's a scholar.
Yeah.
She's a scholar, and she is incredibly smart, educated, researched. And I needed to be believable as that. So I had to make sure that I was as informed as I possibly could, so I could be believable, not just to, first of all, be believable to myself.
Right.
So I had to understand and read again and try to understand it more, and read again and try to understand it more. And I'm still reading and still trying to understand, getting the grasp of it. So it's second language. It's something that I can just say. But what you're seeing in the film, which works, is I'm still grappling with it. Me, the actor, still grappling with trying to understand this idea of caste. Um, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Of course. And from what I understand, you didn't meet Isabel, but how much did you know about her before taking on the role?
I knew her by reputation. I knew
Yeah.
that she was a lauded writer, journalist, researcher. And actually, before the process of my trying to be in the film started, I was reading The Warmth of Other Suns last summer. When Caste came out in 2020, I was looking at her interviews that she was doing. So
Mhm.
I had a familiarity with her, and I knew her by just from her public facing life. So yeah.
And Origin is directed by Ava DuVernay. You worked with her before, but what's the best thing about working with her while filming?
Well, Ava is a very smart woman, and she's an intellect herself. So it was good to have someone that I could really spar about the themes of the book. For her, it's a part of her mission, I think, as a filmmaker. And I think that it is a part of my mission as just a person, and as an actor, when I can do a film like Origin, right? And then
Mhm.
I believe that it's a part of Ms. Wilkerson's mission to explode these what have become norms in this country that are very, very self-destructive. Um, so it was good to have that someone that I could really talk to, and
Yeah.
that matters on a set, to be
Mhm.
able to talk about what the work that you are doing in a real profound way that goes beyond a scene.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Of course.
value of what we're doing that goes beyond this scene that we're shooting. And that's what I'm able to do with a director like Ava.
Yeah. And one of the things that stood out with me with this film is Isabel's relationship with her cousin Marion, and Marion's played by Niecy Nash-Betts. So how is
Mhm.
it sharing scenes with her, and especially with her just recently winning an Emmy Award?
She is great fun playing those scenes with her and John Bernthal and Emily
Yeah,
Yancey and Audra McDonald and Connie Nielsen. These are dope people, man. You know,
yeah,
they the best of the best. And I just with Nisi particularly, I was just able to we were saying Ava's words, but I feel that we had a communication that would be there, whether we had those words or not. Um, yeah, it was a joy.
of course. And one of the things that I noticed when watching this film is it's a good history lesson because you get to learn about things that happened in the past when it comes to racism and just caste. So
Hmm.
you know, do you hope that viewers, when they watch it, feel like this is a good history lesson? It's a good way to learn about our past.
I hope so, but I'm not just learning it, but confronting it.
Right. Exactly.
Confronting it. You can get a good history lesson, but what do you do about it? And I think that that's what the film hopefully will be is a call to action. That's what I hope.
And you filmed in some very nice locations, including India. So how was it filming in India? And have you ever been there before?
I had never been to India before. I have always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, I arrived in India on my birthday.
Oh,
My
wow.
birthday gift as we're
Yeah.
landing. It was my birthday. Um, yeah, so I no, I had never been to India before. Had never been to Germany before. We shot in Germany. So yeah, these were new experiences to me. So what you see in the face of Isabel is wonder, but I that's what I was experiencing,
Yeah.
just my mind was, what am I doing here? What's going on? What's happening? Oh my God. Doing, I was, I was being filmed and that was happening to me in real time.
So how long were you in India and Germany?
We were, I guess, the last half of the film, the film was, which was probably, I don't know how many days, but
Yeah.
the most of the filming we did, most of the production happened in Savannah, Georgia, and then the
Right.
last half of the film produced the shooting, our shooting schedule was in Berlin in India. It was a combination of 37 days. I don't know how many days was where, but
Right.
yeah, a big bulk of it.
Of course, absolutely. And one last question for me before I let you go is, now Origin is about to be released nationwide. What are some of the other projects you're working on that you can talk about?
Well, I can
Yeah.
talk about any of them. Yeah, I'm going to Sundance hopefully in the next day or two to this film that I've done, indie film. I mean, Origin is indie, but this is indie,
Right.
right? Um, It's called Exhibiting Forgiveness. It's directed by the artist Titus Kaffar. It's first directing, it's his first time, he's a first time director, film director, but feature film director. He's done other things. And then a film called Nickel Boys. It's based on Colson Whitehead's book, Nickel Boys. Um, uh, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's gonna hopefully come out this year. Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat, with Uzo Aduba and Sanaa Lathan. That's coming out. I think that's Hulu, I think.
Mhm.
A film directed by Lee Daniels called The Deliverance. I think that's gonna come out this year. So, there's a couple things happening.
There's a couple of things. Yeah, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, Anjanou, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations on the movie and continued success to you.